this is Dodger and you're watching my show. I'm glad to be home, although I did have a lot of fun with my family, but now let's move on to gaming news. So your save files on Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D will not be able to be erased. It's in little fine print in italics on the box. It says, "Note, saved data on this software cannot be reset." So why would they want to do this? The only reason that I can think of that this would be worthwhile for the company is to discourage the used game market. Unfortunately, I don't think that this is a game that has enough push behind it that the people who had planned on like, oh, well, I won't buy it new, I'll just buy it used, won't necessarily say, oh, well, if I can't get it used and have a good experience out of it, I'll just buy it new. There are plenty of games that I have bought used in the past that I would never shell out the money for new. It's just the fact that I could get it used that made it worthwhile to me. And that's not to say that you can't get it used, it's just that you wouldn't be able to erase the last person's files, right? Which is lame. That would suck. It also auto-saves, so it's not like you can go through the game and then be like, oh, okay, well I haven't saved yet, so I'll just, you know, you do the cheap thing where you turn the game off and then turn it back on and you're like, oh, it's like I never made that mistake. If the game is auto-saving, at least at the results screen, which gives you a little bit of leeway, but if it is auto-saving at all, then you can never take those actions back. Those of you who play Brink and know all of the issues that have happened with Brink, I mean, that game has been just suffering blow after blow after blow ever since it released. But as I'm sorry to all of the players of Brink, for 2 weeks they're going to be offering their DLC for free. The Agents of Change DLC was supposed to come out sometime in June, but now they're planning on releasing it sometime early July, and they are going to make it's going to be a limited time free release, but it is going to allow people who want a better experience out of Brink to be able to get the DLC for free. I feel like the DLC should be free just in general, but if they're having really bad sales, I understand that they need to kind of get back into the black at least. DLC has new maps, new abilities, new weapon attachments, new outfits, I think. The Bethesda hack, and also just so much other stuff going on with the game of Brink. Brink players have had to deal with a lot, so I think that they definitely deserve to have some free DLC. Speaking of thanking loyal players, Epic Games is going to be thanking all of the people who have played the Gears games over the years by giving you an extra new skin in Gears of War 3 based on the achievements that you have in Gears 1 and 2, which is an interesting way to do it. I was confused how that was going to work out because it was saying in the articles that I was reading that you're going to get a chrome skin in Gears of War 3 based on whether or not you played the first and second game and got specific achievements. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. But because it's achievement based, obviously the system is going to know whether or not you deserve to have the skin. So it's pretty cool. It's nice because it's not something that's going to change the challenge level. It's not something that's going to give you an edge. It's just a skin. Do I think that people are going to play the first and second Gears games if they were planning on playing the third just so they can get the new skin? Maybe. I mean, it depends on what their experience is with Gears of War 3, if they enjoy it enough. Unfortunately, and I've mentioned this in a past episode, playing Gears of War 1 and 2, it doesn't seem nearly as sensational or amazing anymore. So I think more people are just planning on playing Gears of War 3 because they have played the demo or because they've heard a lot about it, but they are not necessarily interested in playing the other two. Some of them are armor skins, some of them are weapon skins. I can include a link that will put things into more detail for you guys, but it's pretty interesting and it's pretty cool. Now, Galaxies has been out since 2003, I think, and the mechanics in it were great. They were awesome. And then they had some sort of an update that really just, like, dumbed everything down, and everybody was like, nah, just stopped playing. In December, they're going to be shutting the entire thing down. They're going to have some new stuff at the very end that's going to kind of wrap up the whole storyline for people who have been playing it. Although I'm really surprised that it's not just going free to play. I think if they had taken the opportunity when they had the chance to just roll back to the way that the game used to be when they lost all of those subscribers, they probably would have had more people interested in coming back. But you know, at this point, they don't get that many subscribers anymore, they don't have many people who are playing it a ton, so I guess they've just decided, let's shut it down. Now, just to be clear, for those of you who don't know, this is not the same company that is making the Old Republic. That's EA and BioWare are in charge of the Old Republic, but Sony Online Entertainment has been doing Clone Wars and Star Wars Galaxies. So I guess rest in peace, Star Wars Galaxies. You were fun while you lasted. And that's my show. If you have a positive or negative response to anything that I said today, feel free to leave it in the comments or as a video response because I love all of them and I love hearing from you guys. If you'd like to have coffee with me, you can go ahead and click somewhere in here, and there will be a little coffee annotation that will take you to my other channel where I'm just going to ramble about something, something possibly cool or possibly boring, so feel free to tune into that. Otherwise, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye!